Rise and grind, smoking the best My Father cigar. Let's have this conversation. And so on today's show, we smoking, without any further ado, gonna be enjoying the Flor de Antillas. This is the 10th anniversary. And so I'm looking forward to enjoying this cigar. This is just pure perfection. And so this was one of those cigars that I could never get my hands on, that I was hunting and searching. It came out in 2022. And I've been hunting them ever since then. And until this year, it has eluded me. And so this is put out by the Garcia family, one of my most favorite blenders, Don Pepin Garcia. This is Nicaraguan tobacco. Nicaragua, My Father. Yes, we can talk about the Judge and all the award-winning cigars that they put out. They tend to be stronger. They tend to not be my profile. You've got the Judge that I don't love. You got Le Bijou that I don't love. And so you're talking about Garcia, you're talking about Nicaragua. And so when they came out in 2012 with the Flor de Antillas, the flower of the Antillas, and they came out with this cigar that was so balanced, so smooth, so approachable. And I believe that got Cigar of the Year. And so My Father has just been putting out winners since 2012. That cigar got Cigar of the Year. And 10 years later, in 2022, they decided to commemorate that. 10 years later, they came out with this cigar. And so we'll have a conversation talking about the cigar, talking about time. What have you done over the past 10 years? Has 10 years just passed by in your life? Are you still the same person that you were 10 years ago? I'm thinking about that first moment when I smoked the Flor de Antillas, where I was in my life. I think about how the cigar it was my favorite at the time. Because yes, I was smoking Padrones and just these heavy Connecticut broadleaf tabernacles, and then this cigar comes out and it's so smooth, so balanced. And so this cigar, it just changed everything for me, the original. And then I couldn't even get my hands on. I spent 3 years chasing the 10th anniversary. Everybody else had it except for me. I spent 3 years hunting. And then a box showed up. And so we'll have a conversation about this cigar and about time. So this cigar, as you look at it, it's got it's almost this interesting reddish hue to it. It's the same blend as the original Flor de Antillas. The only difference is time. That's the only difference. The tobacco is a lot more aged. Now the price is a whole lot different. This is a very expensive cigar. So that's why it's this unicorn, this highly sought after cigar. But the only difference between this $40 cigar and his $8 brother, the only difference is time, 10 years. If you hold the two cigars next to each other, you'll see that this 10th anniversary, it's so much darker. They're both the same. Based on my research, they're both the same blend. Both Nicaraguan wrapper, binder, filler. But this has that Garcia tobacco that has been aged. And so that's what they've done. They just simply applied some age to it. And so it looks different and it even tastes different. And so if you smoke the regular Flor de Antillas, you'll say, some people say floral notes, but you're gonna say it's smooth and balanced. This is so rich. There's this chocolate on here. There's hints of citrus on here. There's like a raspberry, blueberry notes on here. It's My Father, so you still get the leather and the earthiness. You still get some spiciness on here. And so you wonder, how can the cigar be so much different? The original is medium bodied. You might even call it bland. But this is so rich, so deep. It's the same blend. And what this is showing us is that when you put time into something, when you take the same blend, the same tobacco, but you give it more time, it's gonna look different. It's not gonna look the same. It's gonna taste different. It's gonna be richer, more explosive, more filling. Time works wonders. And so as I enjoy this cigar, I've got me a glass of wine. This is a particular wine that I hunt this particular wine based on the year. And I've noticed that as we go from year to year, the older the wine is, this is a 2019, the older the wine is, same maker, same everything, but the older bottle that I get, it's gonna taste a whole lot different. When you allow time to work, it's gonna improve things. But as we look at our lives, has time worked out for you? Are you still the same man that you were 10 years ago? Still doing the same stuff? Still got the same mindset? Still running the same games? Still got the same talk, same dreams, telling people the same stories? Has time made you better? Or are you still who you were 10 years ago? The original Flor de Antillas, that was the cigar I would reach for when I didn't really want to think about the cigar I was reaching for. It was just so approachable. I smoked it like it was a Connecticut. In a word, it was balanced, probably leaning towards being bland. As I go back and try to smoke them, I'm wondering, sometimes you don't even get taste and flavor on it, especially if you've been smoking stronger cigars. That cigar filled its need, it filled its purpose, because that was during a time when there was nothing but stronger cigars and they wanted to come out with something that was so approachable. The markets were changing, more people were starting to smoke cigars. And so people were intimidated by the strong stuff. So they came out with something that wouldn't knock your socks off. And now we have this cigar here, same blend, but it's just better aged, more aged. And this cigar, it definitely isn't bland. In fact, I would even say this is medium plus. This is probably full body. This is what you would expect from a My Father. This is that Judge strength, this is a typical My Father cigar. It's stronger. Isn't it funny how time can just make you stronger? Have you gotten stronger in your life? Has time made you stronger? Has the storms you've been through, the stuff you've been through, has time made you tougher, harder, stronger? Or has time just worn you down? You see, there are some products that some cigars, if you age them for too long, they end up losing their taste, losing their flavor, and the same thing happens with wine. There is a point where you can age wine for too long that it starts to break down and loses its essence. And so time can do a number of things. Time can make you stronger. It can make you weaker. But you got to make sure you're using the time wisely. And so time has made this cigar so much better. This is, I would call this full body. This is, it's medium plus, definitely leaning to full body. But those pleasant notes. I never smoked a cigar that has notes like this. So again, there's this like a citrus raspberry mixed in with the leather and the earth. Time has done wonders on this cigar. I remember a quote. I don't remember who said it, but the quote says, "The man who is still the same today as he was 10 years ago has just wasted 10 years of his life." And so as I smoke this cigar, this 10th anniversary, it just makes me wonder about time. Where was I 10 years ago? What was I doing 10 years ago? I'm 46 now. What was I doing when I was 36? I think I just started preaching. I think I just gotten my MBA. I remember the dreams I had, the thoughts I had, the things I was looking to do. I thought my career was gonna focus and I would just climb the corporate ladder and you see, I'm a whole different person now than I was then. Doing things I never thought possible, things I never thought imaginable. Doors have been opened that I never even thought about. I definitely didn't think about doing YouTube. I was smoking cigars then. But time has changed so much. 10 years ago, I had a bunch of young kids in the house. 10 years ago, been married for a couple years at that point and trying to figure out life. 10 years ago, my philosophy was one way. Even probably my political views was one way. 10 years ago, I was a totally different person. You see, my friends, you shouldn't still be the same person you were. You should be aging like our cigars, aging like our wines. You should be getting just a little bit better. Changing your perspective, seeing life different, seeing the world different. What has time done in your life? And so, my friends, I don't want to keep blabbing on, wasting your time. I want to enjoy this cigar, enjoy it with my wine. I want to enjoy tonight as I remember time, as I reflect on time and how it can change everything. Don't let people waste your time. Value your time. Make sure you're getting a little bit better. Make sure you're growing. And so this cigar, my father, Flor de Antillas, the 10th anniversary, it's a cigar I never thought I would have. But I was patient. And now I got a whole box of them. And so I'm going to enjoy the cigar. We thank you for your time. If we have been of benefit for your time, hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you spend your time watching these videos, hit subscribe, come on over. If you want to spend some in-depth time going deeper with our conversations, join the Patreon. I guarantee you it's worth your time. We thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.